this is the first time you've been helpful in regards to fighting my friend. Can I do a perception check?
We just met recently.
You
You
in the
not
time
stranger danger.
in the amount of time I
Nope.
met you, you've been very, very stingy on the exact details of her leaving, and you have started prostituting yourself for glassware.
It worked.
Of a tavern from the back of your wagon.
It also worked.
We have a license for that.
But not the prostitution. And I tried to help you with that, and you guys just
Technically,
said,
that
okay.
wasn't prostitution. That was a.
Yeah, no money changed hands.
Yeah, true. No money changed hands.
But goods were exchanged.
It's more like a theft than prostitution.
It was a gift for a night out.
Yeah, it was technically a gift.
It was, actually.
So do you guys want to actively help me go find my friend? Just go back the way we came?
Well, we're on that way anyway. Although I would like to make a pit stop at a gnome village that is currently empty.
Yeah, I'm not really understanding any of these either. I'm just kind of
Empty gnome
hoping to
village.
meet back up.
Wait.
with my-
Is that the same village where those other gnomes came from?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh wait, I did hear something happen about the gnomes. My friend wrote back to me that 2 of them got incinerated. For a goat napping.
I'm pretty certain there was only 2 there, but okay.
Yeah, only 2 of them were killed for the goat napping. I don't think she had enough time to write about the war.
The what now?
The gnomes are going to war before she got incinerated herself.
There was a rescue party to go get you out of the forehead people.
Is that why all the gnomes were there?
Yes.
I'm just
Wow, they're all really idiots.
Yes, they are. That was...
Gnomes aren't that bad.
Even I have to agree with that. Yeah, she's
And I don't mind going to a gnome village either.
okay.
They're not bad. They're some of like my best patrons.
I don't know if there's anyone there other than some women and children.
How does a village survive with only women?
There's a reason inside.
Life finds a way.
As we're traveling, I want to take my time to paint the wagon to make it look fancy.
No, the glitter.
Not the glitter. The glitter's for something else.
Do you need some inspiration?
Maybe.
I think he can inspire himself.
Charisma check at disadvantage.
6 and 18.
And make a concentration check. Just con.
4.
Alright, you take a 6 charisma check to the painting of this wagon, and you have a 4 concentration to work on this while it's moving and over bumps and all that. You lose 2 paintbrushes in the process. But being an intelligent-ish character, especially when it comes to...
Ish?
Are you actually intelligent?
I got an 18!
You have an 18 in intelligence, never mind. Being an intelligent character, you bought... I'm so...
I'm the only one in the party that's got brains, man!
So used to all your other characters, I'm sorry. Being the only intelligent character, you bought multiple brushes because you knew exactly what you were going to do with these. So you don't run out, but it does not look nearly as good. It's not your best work at all. It's like...
It's pretty bad.
It's... a mother could love it if she tried.
Alright,
It would take some effort, I would
I'm
assume.
going to paint it all a single color.
Which color?
Purple.
Purple. Okay.
And then I'm going to go and find, like,
Yeah, purple paint would be the more expensive one.
pieces of, like, long grass. And I'm going to tie it in a knot so it's making, like, a little tassel. I'm going to paint that gold. And hammer it to the ends of the wagon.
Okay, cool. You've done this. It looks adequate. You might want to go over a different coat once it's not moving. Okay, the ranger finds the rest of the way. You find the village.
Cool.
It is,
Are there a lot of gnomes in there?
there's a few gnomes compared to what there were before. They see you walking up on the village.
Before we get anywhere near the village, I'm disguising myself and my dog.
As
I'm just making changes. Instead of having a black and white border collie, I'm gonna chalk up the white part so it looks more like a black lab. Switch out my clothes to something fancier than what I had on originally. And throw a hat on and tuck my hair up underneath it. So yeah.
Everything okay over here?
And draw some old age lines on me.
Everything okay over here?
We're fine.
matching, it's like someone's like, okay, we're about to those. Like, hold on. Just dumps an entire cart, pulls out an entire like makeup
Perception
closet, and just could something with me does everything. Like, I can't look the way I look.
I don't know shit. I don't like it. Wait, hold on. 8?
She
Oh,
perceives
insight.
that I am
You
dead sick.
You can see her. She's right in front of you, but you can't see through to her inside.
I would like to cast Speak with Animal with the now Black Lab. Have you been here before?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, we have.
Your master's acting a little suspicious. What happened the last time you were here? Do you remember?
Oh, it was great. We got an army together to go fight the bad guys.
That's a good dog!
Okay.
The dog's wagging his tail now.
Good boy. Good dog. Good dog. Do you remember what the bad guys looked like?
Oh, I didn't see the bad
You didn't
guys.
see the bad guys? Okay, that's okay. What did the army look like? Was it like a mixture of people? Like, was it like us? Like a bunch of different kind of people? Or
Oh, it's definitely a mixture, but it was mostly gnomes.
mostly gnomes?
Mostly gnomes.
Mostly gnomes. Oh, good boy. Do you know where the war went to? Did you see the battle?
Well, they went back to that one town.
That one time.
Yeah, that one town over there.
Okay. Do you recall anything happening to another female halfling that looks like myself?
Which one? There's a lot of. I smell.
Okay, so there's another halfling that kind of looked like me, same small size, that was traveling with you guys before I showed up. Do you remember what happened to her? Do you recall any details?
All halflings smell the same.
They smell like bread, beer, and laziness.
The one who ran off?
Yeah, the one that's not here anymore. What the fuck? I'm asking very straightforward questions. Why is this good dog lying?
He's not. None of that is a lie.
Exactly.
Do you remember what happened before she was no longer with you guys? What happened right before you stopped smelling her smell?
We had a fight. We do a lot of fights.
Okay.
This one was with bigger dogs.
Oh, okay.
There's a lot of fire. I remember that.
Fire.
Yes.
Okay.
Not like a barbecue fire, but like
Barbecue.
like an orc fire.
Like, did she see the fire and run away? Or...
She went straight for it.
She saw the fire, but I don't think she caught it.
Like, you think maybe she was trying to catch it like a ball and it didn't go well?
Well, I heard her talking about throwing balls, and then there's a lot of fire, but I don't think she caught it.
Okay.
I really like your dog. He's a really good boy.
Yeah.
You didn't
Lucy is a very good
specify you were
dog.
taking the dog aside, by the way.
That's okay. I mean, I can just So
she heard every question you were asking. And the response is, good dog, good dog.
good dog, good dog.
Ellen, you're getting pretty... Helligan, are you doing anything?
Nope. I'm walking in head first.
Me too.
I have no idea where we are.
I've done nothing wrong.
I have done-
Your hair's green.
I have also done
Cool.
nothing wrong.
Thank you.
Okay, so I'm gonna run after him, and I'm gonna use mimic voice from somebody that I've spent time with on the other continent, so that it's not a recognizable voice. And I'm going to get out my megaphone, and I'm going to go into the
Mass destruction.
make way for the demigod coming all the way from New York City.
With this information, you're just walking in as normal.
Yeah, no, I mean, polish up the armor a bit, so to speak. Put the helmet back on. Strap my blade to my back, and strut.
Once I have announced him, I'm gonna take out my guitar and give him some strutting music.
I have no idea what we're doing, but I'm just gonna roll with it.
Always trust the bard.
Always.
Unless she tries to kill you.
Always. Until
I have no reason not to.
you realize that the board thing's not working and then you gotta use arrows. What are you doing anything different with this new information?
I'm gonna pause. I'm gonna let the orca go first.
Do I have thaumaturgy or anything? Damn, I don't.
Are you also doing anything different, or are you just marinating in this information on the
I'm
log?
just watching this unfold.
You walk in, you strut your stuff, and before you get anywhere near the town, you realize that everyone has pretty much pulled their shutters shut, locked their doors, and they are hiding in their houses. You get that weird, eerie, everyone just hid suddenly feeling in all those old cartoons of the 90s.
I was going to go with the classic Western Town shootout.
Western Town shootout, including the straggler who's like, oh crap, I forgot this was happening, quickly pulling up his pants because he was, taking a deuce in the wrong place, wrong time, and is scrambling to figure out which house is actually his again. Everyone make a perception check.
Nat 20.
14.
15.
5.
How many is that on your hand?
Hmm?
How many is that? How many fingers? That's exactly what you see. It's as far as you see. Congratulations. So the person who got the... What'd you get?
15.
What'd you get?
14.
14? Okay. Roll an advantage, Molly, since you're actively watching this.
Nat 20.
Woo!
Everyone besides Gin sees this.
No surprise there.
Leaning on the house, one of the houses across the way, straight ahead of you, is a small gnome that is completely decked out in light armor, has a long for its size, sword hanging off the side of it, and is pretty much just sitting there trying to look cool, smoking a cigar of some sort.